Okay, hi there guys, just going to compare a few more Chinese knives today. Right in front of us we've got the navies. We've got a 502, which is the small one at the bottom, and a 632, and then the quite large 602. First impressions of these knives are quite good. They look quite nice. They're obviously heavily inspired by Spyderco. I like the fact they've not actually blatantly counterfeited Spydercos, and they've gone by their navy brand. But there's no doubting that they've copied the design somewhat. Yeah, they look pretty nice. The small 502 appears to be a nice EDC blade. Small, well shaped, very light. Both of these two are full flat grind. Make some nice slicers. And they taper to the tip, so good for penetrating. Ergonomics are great on these units. They fit nicely in the hand. You can choke up on it a bit more, a tighter grip. G10 is finished reasonably well. It's not quite as nice as the Tenacious as G10, but a similar sort of traction level, quite low traction G10. But yeah, that's okay. But unfortunately, past that, these knives start to fall down a little bit. The 502's got blade play. This is how it came from the vendor. It's got up and down blade play. I don't know if you can see that on the camera very well, but and side to side. I've carried this for a couple of days, but it just doesn't feel robust enough. The backlock's quite thin on it, and doesn't feel very substantial. It feels like it possibly could give. I've put pressure on it. It's been fine, but maybe a spine whack would make it fail quite easily. It's nice and lightweight, but just not an overall great blade. I can't put it with the blade play. Things like the metal there on the bottom of the blade. Get that in focus. So they've just not finished it. Inside the hole, it's not too bad, but not really finished. And that's exactly the same on the larger brother, 632. As you can see, they've just not bothered finishing it. The actual finish on the blade is quite an attractive finish. Quite shiny. It's not mirror, but it's nearly there. And you obviously see the grinding marks all the way down the blade. But there's little blemishes, for example, there. It's not quite done right. Well, all these knives, actually, all three of these knives claim that they're 440C steel, which I do wonder. A lot of people on the forums and have mentioned that it's unlikely that these Chinese manufacturers are using 440. So I'd like it to be true, but I very much doubt it. And being as that they are probably lying, it's probably not even a good quality Chinese steel. It's going to be one of the cheaper ones. Blade play on this one. Yeah, there's some. This blade actually flexes where they do taper down so thin. Up and down play. That one's a little better. There's not any up and down play on it. But again, the backlock on it just doesn't feel very good. Doesn't feel like it's thick enough. Actually feels quite sharp on the thumb. It feels smooth enough in the movement. Retention on this one's not too bad, but I did notice on the 502 the retention is just not very strong. Again, it could be an issue if a customs offset flicks it. Comes right out. The 602, the large one at the top, is obviously, as you can see, a different design. I believe it's more of a copy of the Benchmade. I'm not sure which model. It's sharp. This one's sharp out of the box. Those two aren't really. They're probably some of the bluntest Chinese knives I've received, actually, whereas this one's one of the sharper ones. Easily shaves, and that's untouched. That's how it came. Nice stone wash finish on this blade. The holes are all finished in here, which I've seen on some of the more expensive knives they've not been. But there you go. As you can see, when you flip it over, there's only a scale on one side. It kind of makes the knife look like it's been broken. It's nice G10 there, and then just the stone washed frame. As you see, it's frame lock. It is a really big knife, this one. It's a bit big for EDC, but it's probably the best of the three out of in build quality. See, the size of it is about a 10.5cm blade, and the handles around about 13.5. This one feels better. The frame lock feels nicer, more sturdy. Doesn't feel like it's going to fold up on you. But again, retention's not. It's better than the small one, but not great. That does cause you issues at customs. Let's compare this actually with the Spyderco. It's quite interesting. Look at the pocket clips on them. I mean, they're almost identical. You obviously got the Spyderco logo on that Tenacious, but very, very similar. Possibly an indication that they're made at the same place. The Spyderco, in my opinion, is worth the money extra. So say this is $30. These are about 20. The finish is just better on the Tenacious. It's sharper out of the box. It's just a better knife. And I think Navy just need to improve their standards, because they're really nice designs. I prefer the designs of the Navy knives to the Sanremus and the Enlans, but the Sanremu is just finished to a better standard. They're consistently very good. All the Sanremus I've got have been of quite a good standard, especially for the price you pay for them, because this is cheaper than any of those blades. Enlan as well, I put it slightly not quite as well made as the Sanremus, but it's pretty much there. Again, these are slightly better design. The ELO one is, in my opinion, a great knife. Oh, that wasn't the ELO, that was the 04, by the way. Nice knife, but I'll show that some other time. So yeah, these knives are just not finished well. I've had to tighten all these screws. All these screws were loose. On this one, it actually flexed enough on here that it tapped when you sort of squeezed it. You could hear a clicking noise in there. First of all, I thought it was a frame lock being moved or a clip, but it's actually the handle not attached fully on it. So I've gone over and tightened them up, and there's no issues with that. They've all tightened fine. The heads have not rounded. Threads have seemed good. The weight on these Okay, it's in a nice small 502. It's 94 grams, so really light. We compare that to the Tenacious, which is 114. Then we got the big brother 134, and finally the 602, which is 204. Bit heavy for EDC. So just to give you an idea, because I'm going to show you this earlier. The size of the blade on that one is just under 10 centimeters. Cutting edge in a straight line is like 8. About 65 mil, 6.5 centimeters. About 75 mil oval. So nice knife, well not nice knife, nice design, great design, just not finished to a high enough standard. So my recommendation is, if you're getting budget Chinese knives, is stick with Sanremu's, or next up would be the Tenacious, Spyderco Tenacious. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, bye.